While you are fighting the war of love, it is important not to watch what the world is doing. Instead, keep your eyes on the divine will. This is especially true in our times. The world seems to be collapsing around us. Louisa's vision of the people in the world, walking upside down with their heads down on the earth and feet up in the air, certainly fits. If you focus on everything going on in the world, it can be paralyzing. Jesus told Louisa not to let anything disturb her peace, because if she did, the divine will could not operate in her, and he could not teach her. The same holds true for us. So turn off the news, throw out those newspapers. You do not need to know every last gory detail. Stay clear of complainers, gossipers, and warmongers. Instead, turn your attention to what the divine will is doing in the world and in you. This may seem contrary to the advice of the world. We are told we need to know what is going on to be well informed and responsible citizens. So here is your choice: listen to the world or listen to Jesus. Unfortunately, most people choose to know the details of insurrections, conflicts, crimes, terrorist acts, politics, and other worldly matters, and they know little about God's plan to win the war. This is a dangerous choice in these end times. St. Paul had it right. Even in the midst of a terrible persecution of Christians, he advised people to think about what is good, holy, pure. In other words, think about God. These are important words for the people living in the divine will, because it is critical that they stay above the earth with Jesus and not look down. Remember, every act you do in the divine will is manifested in all creation. What act would you rather see in souls? Another truth about the divine will, which makes them more aware of God's goodness, or in the details of another plot by the one world government crowd, which frightens them? The best preparation for anything coming down the road in this turbulent, but soon to be peaceful world, is being where you are at home in the immense sea of the divine will. To be effective in the war of love, you must become love and not be filled with the chaos that surrounds you. Jesus told Louisa, "My daughter, my humanity lived in mid-air between heaven and earth, having all of earth below me and all of heaven above me. Now who I call to my likeness, I put in the same conditions in which I put my humanity. Accordingly, I am your rest, my arms are your support, and, making you live in mid-air in my arms, only the necessary things can reach from everyone, all for me. Things that are more than strictly necessary are vile things, and as degrading to her nobility. If human support is offered, she smells the stench of the human and keeps away from it. Here is another advantage of not looking at the world and staying mid-air with Jesus. You can avoid vile things. What exactly are the vile things? The compulsion to worship celebrities, wear the latest fashions, live an extravagant lifestyle, and to take extreme measures to possess the perfect body are obviously in this category. When you are living mid-air, it will be easy to avoid these things. But what about the more subtle things? If you stay mid-air with Jesus, you will be able to smell the stench of the human in these too. The offer of a dream job, for instance, could be vile if the job is not God's plan for you. Remember, you are the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and you in an inseparable oneness. Anything that is not the will of God is vile. The crowd in Jerusalem wanted to make Jesus their king. What if he had taken this dream job instead of hanging on a cross for us? Where would we be now?